started, did it? Yes, it did. Hello, welcome to today's messages. Let's tune in. Tap in to the frequencies of the earth. This here grounding tones. Beautiful. Yes, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Let's tap in to the energies of the day. See what's coming up for us today. What kind of things do we need to consider? Pausing. We're still in pausing. Yes. 10. This is the completion. The end of an old way of being, doing, thinking, feeling, responding, engaging, creating even. The sacred pause and forgiveness. Beautiful. It's a good time to forgive. Forgive those who trespassed against you. Right? The rejections, the denials, the blocks, the hurts, the pains, they all served. They all served to empower, to strengthen, to embolden. Yes. So this is a 27, which is a 9, and a 10, which is a 1. But yes, it's the end of a big cycle, an end of a period. You just went through a spiritual realigning, right? Think of your muscles. You just worked out big time, and now your muscles need to rest in order to anchor, ground, repair, do what it needs to do to make all those efforts stay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Forgiveness. Yeah, we can't hold grudges. There's no grudge compartment on the love train, right? We gotta forgive. If that person didn't reject you, you wouldn't have turned left, turned right, evolved this way, met this person, did this, responded this way, learned that lesson, right? And so it's all a necessary part of your process. And in this way, we are given the grace to forgive. This frees us from any tethers to the past. This allows us to move renewed into the new. Yes. This is what we were meant to do. This was all part of the grand plan. This is why we chose to incarnate in this body, in this time, in this space, in order to endure the things, to ultimately guide, lead, and coax us into this moment, into today, into right now. That's the third wave, right? It's the recognition that you chose to be here now, doing exactly what you're doing, holding the love frequency, healing. They're just quick to jump here. Oh, beautiful. Wow. We got manas, partnership, kinship, how the one affects the many. We've got protection and victory, truth. We've got the sun. Okay. Beautiful. And we've got Berkano, new beginnings, fertility, gorgeousness. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to read the key words of each. Algiz, protection, defense, courage, independence, and higher self. Sowilo, success, sensuality, wholeness, life force, and victory. I mean, gorgeous. Berkano, birth, sanctuary, fertility, life change, and secrets, things yet to be born. What's in that egg, right? And manas, humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, and learning. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. There's lots going on under the surface. This is that pause, right? This is that stillness. Yesterday, when it came out, pausing. If you're curious about that, if you missed it, it's reading number 414, and we were talking about the calm, or it's always darkest before the dawn, right? That quiet stillness before the birds start to singing, to bring in the dawn, right? There is this peaceful, but also full of anticipation. This is that pause. It's a honor and acknowledgement of everything that has got you there. It is all of the trials and tribulations that you have endured and overcome and strengthened because of. And this period of completion, own it, right? Feel it, acknowledge it, look back, see how much you have done. We can get so focused on the getting there, then we get there, and then we just shift right into the new thing. And this is such a huge shift from the old way. This is the equivalent of living your life as a caterpillar to this point, and you've gone through the transformation, you've endured the melting, the liquefying, and the rebuilding. This is what you've done. And this is why the butterfly doesn't burst forth from the cocoon and immediately starts flying. It needs a minute to acclimate, to process, and to allow the newness to unfurl, right? The wings have to open up still, and flap a few times and feel itself and feel a few gusts of wind before takeoff, right? That's this pausing period. And so forgive everything, externally, internally. Forgive the people, places, and things that have contributed to who you are. Forgive the versions of self that didn't know better, that chose things you wouldn't choose now, right? With the acknowledgement that you needed to choose those things back then in order to get here now. See what I mean? Forgiveness is a part of release, because wishes are coming true. Wishes are about to come true for you. You're stepping into an era where wishes come true, and you're going to need to be steady and stable to not only receive, but to hold what you've received. Right? If it comes when you're too giving, when you're still allowing people to take advantage of you, to take what is yours, you give it away, you don't value and honor yourself. And so Spirit doesn't want to give you the things that, somebody can come in and take, or you're just going to give away. You have to be in a state of receiving and holding. And part of this sacred pause is signaling that ability to hold. Okay, that's too many. Let's see what kind of wishes are coming in for you. Whatever wants to come out. We are open to the messages from Spirit. We've got a lot of gorgeous already down here. Arcano, Algiz, Sowilo, Manez. This is also the importance of the integration of shadow, right? This is the equivalent of controlling your shadow aspects of self. They are a part of the whole, but you, the light part of you, the sun part of you, the love part of you, needs to be the master. And then shadow isn't running rampant. It's not causing destruction and chaos, right? It is only serving you, the light. And because you need shadow, you need to be able to cut away what is not serving you. You need to be able to rip the old plants out that are no longer going to produce blooms and throw it away. You need to be able to create strong boundaries and maintain loyalty to your heart, to yourself, by saying no, even if it hurts someone else's feelings, right? If it is not aligned, if it is not going to contribute to your peace, love, and joy, then it gets a hard pass. It gets a no, right? These are all your integrated shadow aspects. This is what you've learned through your transformation process. How to recognize deceit, right? You lived your life being open, assuming everyone has had your best interest in mind. And so you allowed, you just said, okay, I'm sure if I'm worth more, you will be the first to let me know, right? And then you found that that wasn't the case, that some people will take advantage for as long as they can get away with it. And they will get away from it until you figure out your own worth. If you never do that, then they never have to change, right? And so now you are more powerful because of it, right? So this is why we need to forgive those people who took advantage of you when you didn't know better. And you're also forgiving yourself for allowing these people to take advantage of you for so long, right? Because you didn't know better. But forgive them. They were teachers in your life, right? They taught you to eventually figure it out and be easy on yourself when you consider how much time you allowed these things, right? It takes as long as it takes. It takes as long as it takes. So don't hold that against you or them. That was part of the process, and it was the pathway to here. So forgive, right? Doesn't mean you have to bring them back into your life. It doesn't mean you have to it's more about not carrying the baggage of the past with you into the future. You've got so much potential, victory, success, prosperity, and joy, newness, exploration, harmony, gorgeous things, right? And so you don't want to dilute any of those things because of tethers to the past, right? Yes, confirmation burp. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands coming in. This is fast moving, passionate energy. This is moving on passion, being moved by passion, passionate movement in your energetic field. What? Moving towards. We've got the dedication here. Dedication to self, to choosing. This is the process of becoming one who learns to manage themselves. Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That's what you've learned. And that's your superpower. You had to go through everything that you went through to learn these lessons. This is why we forgive. This is the acknowledgement that we own. This was what contributed to the belief, what you think and what you speak, finding congruency. You had to go through the old. This is a 10, the 10 of Swords. This is that process of transformation of completion. This was life as a caterpillar, right? Limiting beliefs, other people's opinions, projections, mindsets, self-talk, all of the things that keep us stuck, stagnant, immobile. But it's a 10. It is a completion of that. It's a completion of that. Yes, the grounding, learning to connect with the heart space. Yeah, to heal the wounds of the past, to become independent, and to face the unknown. There's so many important lessons that we learn through the trials and tribulations of life. The sooner we can warm up to that, the sooner are the easier life will be, right? Because instead of getting tripped up and overcome by adversity, with this acknowledgement that it's part of the process, adversity loses its fear mongering power and instead becomes a facilitator for growth. And so eventually we only acknowledge it as that happened. Okay, what can I learn from this? Okay, what do I need to release because of this? What is this teaching me? And thank you, and move on, right? Instead of why and no, and I can make it be or work or whatever the case may be, right? And then we just, it's like finding that plant that is done its cycles. It's no longer going to bloom and it's just the shell of itself. But being so fixed on, I remember how beautiful you were when you were blooming. Come on, do it again. You can water it, you can pray at it, you can swear at it, you can try to coax it and do all kinds of things, but you're not going to change the fact that it is time to pull it out and throw it away, right? And so, yeah, something about this, oh, it's done, rip, pull, and look. We came across this beautiful plant that is going to bloom, and we'll put that, now it's got a spot, gorgeous. Now I'm sipping tea, looking at my new plant. Well, the guy next door who is wallowing in lots of control or whatever is still, kicking up dirt, freaking out because they're trying to make their dead plant grow. Okay, that was a long way of going, but we got there. Okay. So the Knight of Cups came out. We've got two knights here. We've got passion and we've got emotion. We've got love, right? This Knight of Cups holds a cup of love, a cup. It's like an offer, it's like a confession, it's like an opportunity, something beautiful from the heart. And it's coming after this passion. So this process is also connecting you with your heart space, your passion center, your creative, right? The orange, which is perfect because this is so orange, right? So the orange, the sacral chakra. Where's my little chakra chart? Let's find it. Ha-ha! Okay. We've got it's a water element, musical note D, vowel sound O, as in home, O, corresponding verb I feel. Gemstones, carnelian, coral, gold calcite, and moonstone. Aromas, damiana, gardenia, sandalwood, and ylang ylang. Okay, qualities, functions governed by the sacral chakra: primal feelings, sexuality, sensuality, procreation, desire, pleasure, awe, personal creativity, enthusiasm, relationships, union with nature, and openness to others. Beautiful. Nature experience, moonlight and clear water. Beautiful. Okay, here's some affirmations. I feel my creativity streaming through my body, soul, and mind. My creative sexual energy has the power to create and transform. I open myself to others easily and naturally. My male and female energies are in perfect balance. Beautiful. Beautiful chakra. Chakra. Okay, so you are connecting with your creative center, your sensuality, your sense of self. And that's a beautiful thing. And this is what is drawing love messages your way. Externally, internally. This could be even your own thoughts towards yourself. Having compassion. In forgiving yourself, you are allowing a greater capacity to love self. And it starts with you. It starts within. If you want to see that externally, the mirror, the world reflects and mirrors back to you. This is about trusting, having faith, going all in, and starting anew with faith. Jumping into the unknown, leaping from the branch when you are ready to fly. Trusting in your wings, trusting in your transformation, trusting in your observation and your feeling and intuition. This could be the wind beneath your wings and the feeling that you get when you are ready to jump, to make the leap and fly. There is your intuitive ability to know when to hold them, know when to hold them, know when to jump, know when to not. Okay. Yes, beautiful. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, this hermiting period, this pausing, it's like a completion of your hermit phase, mode, process, a necessary stripping away of all that no longer serves, and a rebuilding. It's exactly, it's totally the same but completely different. The process of the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. This is what you're coming out of. You have emerged from the cocoon and your wings are unfurling. This is a period to forgive and to acknowledge, to take a moment, to take a beat, to take a knee, right? And see how far you've come. Look at how much you've changed. Recognize the differences. Okay, so we got, it's time to shine. It's time to come out, to emerge, to be seen, to be felt, to engage with life. Balanced, right? Balanced. Because you're a star, and stars are meant to shine. Stars are suns, right? And this process, like, look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Don't worry, it gets crazier. Just wait for it, okay? This is the healing process. The stripping down, the all of it. This is all of it. This is what you have gone through. Okay? Stars are meant to shine. They're meant to be seen. And what's coming in after the star shine? The Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress. This is divine balance. This is divine union. This is self-mastery in being and in doing, and knowing when to do either or to be either. It's crazy. That is crazy, crazy gorgeous. Crazy gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, all those cards came out together. Wow. That's 5 major arcanas. Okay. Wow. Spirit is serious right now. I feel like this is what is here with the runes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Phew. This wish that you are receiving is you, is the version of you were always meant to be, that you came to this earth to embody. When you wished upon that star, you didn't realize that you were the star you were wishing on. Beautiful. You were about to receive the version of you that you were always meant to be, that you have been becoming during your hermit phase, during the great transformation. Beautiful. To embody the light, to be the light. We've got the sun twice: victory, success, prosperity, joy, peace, abundance, gorgeousness, and divine union. Divine union. And look at this. And look at this. And you can't even see it. This masculine energy is on the move. The emperor is surrounded by the knights here, moving passionately with love. And the empress is holding the love frequency in line with words and thoughts, and all in with faith and trust, and the birthing of the new. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay, I don't know what to follow up with that. Archetype? Archetype. Okay. Let's get an archetype card here. Okay, guys. Just one archetype, blazing like yo. Oh, the sun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Exactly. Look at this. This horse is emerging out of the darkness into the light. I mean, this is what these knights are doing. You got 3 horses that are moving they're on the move. And they're all moving towards the light. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. The hunter. The hunter, the seeker, the pursuer, the predator. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eyes. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented. Does that sound like an emperor to you? Yes. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? When in light, focused, energized, respectful, and seasoned. When in dark, irresponsible, violates, violent, and poaching. When you activate the hunter archetype, you are aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world: the lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. Study the Greek goddess Artemis. Notice her nuanced relationship with the moon, the earth, and the feminine. The predator honors its prey with a precise and skillful hunt. The hunter deeply reveres the life it aims to take. Wow. Dun, 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 diddle-oo, diddle-oo, diddle-oo. What's that, bro? Diddle-oo, diddle-oo. Is that James Bond? Okay. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna put that right there. Right there. That's crazy. Okay, let's get some animal oracles. Seems how there's been talk about animals. Let's see what animals want to. I mean, we got all kinds going on here. So when this is the balance between when to be and when to do. So when it is time to take action, make sure it is passionate, passion fueled, and from the heart. And take quick, decisive, precise movement, action towards it. I'm also getting, this is what the kingfisher does, right? It sits and it watches and it waits and then it strikes. And look, it is holding a golden minnow. Yes. It struck gold because of its patience. It's like a lion in the bird kingdom, the lion of the birds. A little kingfisher. Okay. Yeah, and Berkano here. Basically the Empress. Birthing out, popping out seeds like confetti. And trusting that they're landing in fertile soil and will grow, right? That's that faith and the trust. Nourishing it with the cohesive relationship between what you think and what you speak. If you're still negative self-talking yourself and your affirmations are saying that you're this, that, and the other thing, but your thoughts are still counteracting that, you're not quite there yet, right? Okay. Let's get one of these animal oracles to come out. That seems like more than one. Okay. We got the bat, the oyster, the cheetah, and the cosmic egg. Okay, who's first? The nightingale. Well, you're not even one of them, so sorry. Okay. Cheetah. No, okay. Bat. Darkness. Letting go. Death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. Beautiful. No more lingering in the past. Boom. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. And to bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Wow. Right? It's always darkest before the dawn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And we've got the oyster patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. One of these ones had secrets. And the high priestess is also shrouded in mystery, right? The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. Share your gorgeousness with the world. I'm just going to put this oyster over here. Okay, and then we've got the cheetah, which is a very fast land animal. It is also very much the fire. Yeah, solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. That's what we got going on over here, like a big time. Like a big time. Cheetah vibes. But I want to put it over here. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. Wow. Wow. That's cray. Okay. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. Beautiful. This is what's going on here, right? Your passion and your purpose in line, right? Look at all this balance and alignment before moving. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient and competitive. Know the difference, right? To bring into balance, reconnect to purpose. What are you hunting? Why are you hunting it? And is the tool you are using necessary? Something like that. Okay. And then we got the cosmic egg. Okay. Which is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The finite. The infinite within the finite, or the infinite within the finite. I never know how to say the words. Okay. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self effort and grace, we experience self realization. Look, the sun is coming out to be part of this gorgeous, shining, sun filled reading. Okay. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been achieved, do we even need to read that? Contrast, why not, right? We may feel as if we're never going to get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. Wow. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete. Look at these tens, right? But it does not end. It's the start of the new. The old ways, the old caterpillar days are over, and you're about to fly. This is gorgeous. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides in the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine up towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. Wow. Wow. And holy goosebump shiver Batman. Did you feel it? Wow. I mean, wow. Wow. And wow. Okay, I'm just going to go to the charms here because we kind of went a little overboard there. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? Gorgeousness. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'll stop saying wow. Maybe. We've got this balancing between the 3 inner aspects. Okay. Your inner child, your inner nurturer, and your inner wise elder, all need to be in congruence. Okay, maybe what you say is your inner child, what you think is your inner wise one, and the thinker and the speaker is the nurturer. This divine three balance situation, okay? This unwavering, yes, also balance. They can't ever tell between the males and the females because they look exactly the same. The water buffalo, land animals, refusing to be domesticated. This is your unwavering connection with self, with knowing, right? You don't believe, you know. There's a difference. When you believe something or when you try to believe something, there's room to not believe it. When you know something, you know it, period, right? We've got this lightning bolt, which has been coming up for me quite a bit. This is the shock, the snap, the unexpected. This is also like a sudden realization, an epiphany, an opportunity, right? This can happen internally, externally. It's like the tower moment. Boom, seeds that you have planted years ago suddenly sprouting, right? We've got this dagger. This is the continue to cut away all that no longer serves, because the cheetah talked about momentum and making sure that you are certain of what you are running for towards before gaining the momentum in that direction, right? And removing anything that can stall you out. We've got protection here because it hangs this way, right? Which is this divine protection, empowered by the circle around it. So you're divinely protected from anything that may try to come up against you. There's no stopping this. You've got this beautiful momentum. You've got so much sun star shining in this reading that it's blowing my mind, okay? Yes, we've also got the self-care spider. Okay, so this is maintain your nurturing of your energetic web. How you maintain it, right? The spider sits in the center of the web and it can feel everything that enters. When you have a tight self-care game, you are creating a electromagnetic web of awareness. And this is part of your superpower. Okay. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous reading today. So, yeah, I hope there was something amazing in there for you to use, to utilize, to empower, to embolden wherever you are at on this gorgeous web of life. Okay, that's what I have for you. Love and appreciate you so much on this crazy, crazy journey. Look at all these horses. I mean, wow. They're all moving towards the sun. Beautiful. Okay. Love and appreciate you. See you next time. Bye for now.